I don't know how many more Capaholic videos I'm gonna do. I haven't really been on my reactions how it's supposed to be. I don't know how many more Capaholic videos I'm gonna do, but I ain't really been on my reactions how it's supposed to been on my reactions. So this is my last one for real. Let me go get my snack and I'll be right back. Hopefully this video worth watching, shorty. I ain't gonna lie.
Lazy Harlot, we had a lot of stuff in the beginning. We first started, we lost a member on the first day, finally got into the house. It was just a different environment. Like it just was a bad start. We was ass.
Y'all was ass? Like performance wise?
Yeah, as a group, we was just ass. You know, we got our own lives.
How does that one song go? Another one bites the dust. Arguably one of the hardest things to do in content creation is start a group channel. It relies on so many people being equal participants to a bigger collective without seeing some sort of results in the interim. But that wouldn't stop DDG from making his attempt. In his journey to make Capaholics his new group endeavor work, he decided to ignore all of the warning signs and prerequisites for making a content group work. Instead, he decided to stick his friends in a house, believing that the proximity to the greatness that is DDG, Deshae, Jason, go as
It was a good idea though, shorty. I ain't gonna lie.
content creators would have them rise to the top. But he missed out on some very pivotal things, and ultimately it would lead to the group's demise as we see it today. If you're new to this and you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It's gonna go a long way for the channel. How y'all feeling about the new studio? How y'all feeling about the new setup? It was all because of you. Now join up before we get to 200K. Now, back into the video. Now, I don't blame DDG for thinking that this was the way to go about doing content creation. After seeing the success of the Sidemen,
I don't blame him either though. But everybody gotta be locked in, bro. Not even like over locked in, like not even over locked in to the point where you can't even have no life, but just do something gradually over time, like little improvements.
MP phase, now known as core, I would think that if I had a group of friends.
Wait, why did Phase change their name to Core, shorty?
Cameras, I too could make a bunch of group content. But there were very key things missing from this equation that DDG didn't factor in that will ultimately lead to the demise of his group channel.
Saying that I want to be, I think I'm bigger than a program.
That did mess it up, bro. But he said a lot. He said a lot. Yeah, I know he probably made them question themselves too. He probably made them question the friendship too, all type of shit. And well, I think that was one of the main reasons for real. Even though they bounce back sometimes when stuff like that happen. Even when you bounce back, it don't always be the same. I ain't saying that's what it is for this situation, but I'm just saying.
Definitely it's not that. You know what I'm saying? I come from a place where I know ain't nothing bigger than a program. You know what I'm saying? But the program can't work if other niggas think they bigger than the program. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna say any names. You feel me? Because that's not what I'm here for. I'm just gonna kind of like give like a surface level answer, because I'm not here to like just throw the blame on niggas, but at the end of the day, like I feel like the person that made me lead this shit definitely should come out and say
Shit, once you jumped on that shit, you already took it though.
something, because they the reason, and they know they're the reason. You know, everybody in the group, and everybody in the group knows they're the reason. Everybody in the group says, man, hey, I respect your decision, you're 100% right. Every nigga, like if any nigga come out and say they didn't, like they're just lying to y'all, and that's on my heart.
Now, I don't think
They
that
probably was gonna keep asking why. So that's probably why he feel like he had to come make the video too though.
Jay Cinco is the sole reason why the group is not succeeding today. Granted, taking one of the biggest
Nah, not the sole reason. But that most definitely could have stunted some growth and some momentum. And once that happened.
members from the group and removing them from the collective is not going to help you one bit. But I do think that the messaging that he was portraying before he had left the group, mind you, this is even before day one, is very, very important to a reason why that it failed.
Even that group, like it's not a real group, bro. Like that ain't real. Them ain't real. Like, and I'm not saying like speaking on as far as everybody individually. I'm just speaking as a group. That's not a real friend group, bro. Our friend group was always based off of the ranks of popularity. Like last year, I was at the bottom of the rank. If I put up to the club late, nigga, tell me, nigga, it's over. Like you can't even get in the club. Like I'm not coming out.
Is he what they call it? Is he right, chat? Like, is he hitting it on the head?
Get you gotta call like T.O. or somebody, you feel me? Like that's the only way a nigga get somewhere, like, you know, and that's just a representation of the dynamic of the friend group. And then, you know, this person,
Niggas do act Hollywood though, but you can't take that shit personal though. I feel like sometimes you just can't take certain shit personal because it done happened to the best of us. Everybody done went Hollywood on somebody. Even a person that could be calling another person Hollywood, they could act Hollywood to another person. This shit go full circle for real. Like, it's just some shit don't be needing to be took personal. Everybody got their own shit going on. I ain't picking no sides. I'm just looking at it from every point of view.
has talked to various niggas crazy. Even the time I got talked to crazy, like this situation where a nigga just blatantly disrespected a nigga below the belt, he blatantly disrespected another nigga below the belt, and that person didn't say nothing.
That is crazy though. Some people don't play like that. I ain't gonna lie. Some people don't play like that disrespect. You might think you playing us or shit. But some people really don't. They don't like that. They don't play like that. They don't play with that disrespect. Some people don't like that, man. Some people don't joke like that.
And they took it, like they just, nigga call a nigga a bitch, I made you, and do who you drive this, and who like real crazy shit for it. It's like, damn, like what
Merch, he was popping it like that, shorty.
the fuck?
Merch.
Like,
At Universal Technical Institute, our automotive and diesel instructors have years of experience and are dedicated to teaching students the technical.
I can't vouch for their specific friend group dynamics, but if I'm just taking Jay Cinco's word for it, he introduces the fact that not only are there question marks about how the inner workings of things go, but basically that there is some sort of hierarchy. And there's many ways to think about a hierarchical system when it comes to specifically human beings. But what I see is that there is somebody at the top that gets all the praise, but ultimately there is somebody at the bottom, the foundation of it all, that is supposed to be marching to the beat of the drum of the person at the top. But see, that's not how a group channel can be formed, and content creation shouldn't work like that. You kind of need everybody to be bought into the idea that they're gonna.
Yeah, everybody got to be on the same page. Nobody bigger than the system, for real. Nobody bigger than the greater outcome.
Become influencers, content creators, and have some sort of passion to the project in order for it to succeed. Otherwise, you're gonna get people to fall off left, right, and sideways. And something that other successful streamer, part of a big content group, Phantom, said in a previous video, I think that there's a problem.
Put that ego to the side, boy. Motherfuckers gotta put that ego
in content creation where
motherfuckers gotta put that ego to the side, sure.
everybody's looking at the money first.
This is the only thing I don't fuck with the new era of I don't call it the new era of streaming, but like, cause I feel like in every era this existed, but like that niggas that just sparked the live just for the bag, like nothing else. Like
with only 6 group videos in 10 months, and when we look at the Twitch analytics, which we will in a second, I think it's fair to question the validity or maybe the reality of some of the members' content creation careers. Look, it's no secret, there's a bag in content creation. We're seeing all of these content creators become the new rappers, the new athletes with their chains, cars, clothes, and lifestyle that everybody wants to live. But does that mean that anybody and everybody can just prop up a camera, hop on the microphone, and say something consistently where people will listen? No, I'm not here to complain about this line of work, but ultimately there is a level of grind that is involved in all of this. It's entrepreneurship. It is, making your own way for a long time until something pops off. And I will say this for people that are forming a group channel, if members of the group don't have the passion to be doing this thing on their dolo without the need of the group, then ultimately it's not going to work. And that's the exact situation that's going on with Capaholics.
That's facts. And I've been through that group shit for real. It ain't fun. Only some of the niggas got ambition and the rest playing around and shit. Like,
DG was not here. DG picked me on as music. I can say that now. Like I already tell y'all, where all my cousins do, I would not be doing music at all. I'm just thankful, nigga. That's the biggest thing I wanted to do in life was music. You know what I'm saying? So, nigga, I followed the footsteps of my brother Vine. Vine TV, the one that picked me on. Vine TV, the one that bought my ticket out here to gotta be to Cali. How can anybody else pick me on? You know what I'm saying? I think niggas be for.
What's wrong with getting put on though, shorty? That shit could be like a gift and a curse though at the same time though. But damn, what's wrong with getting put on, dude? Really, genuinely though, like, and this ain't towards nobody, but it's just shit that I think about on my own time too. That's why I'm reacting to this. And realistically though, somebody putting you on is really just, it can go 2 ways. Like, if you already got the skill, the talent, or you got what it takes, or you got potential, basically a motherfucker just give you a platform. But if you somebody who ain't really got the skill, the talent, so forth, so on, and somebody just give you a platform and now that's the direction you want to go in, then that could be looked at as putting you on. Like the second option that I just said, the second scenario, that could be looked at as just as you getting put on. But if you already had the talent, the dream for it, already had a platform, something going for yourself, that's really you just getting the audience for it. That's really what it is, because the way this shit work, man, you got to get it how you get it for real. Like, some people get lucky and get an audience, and some people get an audience from other people. But ain't nothing wrong with that shit. Things in life, it gotta happen for you to get to the next step. Sometimes you not in control on how it happen. You can try to go crazy and do it the right way all you want, but it might take for you to meet that one relationship, that one person, take you to the next level. But you just gotta make sure you're ready though. I ain't gonna lie. Ain't nothing wrong. I feel like there's nothing wrong with getting put on though. Y'all let me know in the chat. Is there something wrong with getting put on? Some niggas don't like that. They don't like when you be like, I put you on. They don't like that shit.
Yeah, like, dang, I'm a grown ass man. I never once asked a nigga for nothing, nigga. I slept on my nigga couch. Didn't ask a nigga for nothing. I know straight millionaires. You know what I'm saying? I slept on a nigga couch. Gang, and niggas making fun of that shit. Never could understand it, gang. This why
That is crazy. Making fun of that shit is wild though. That's crazy.
I came on this stream like, this my last month streaming. Like, on my mama. This is my last month streaming. I'm not streaming next month, gang. I'm sick of this shit. You know what I'm saying? I love the Capaholics, but this streaming shit, gang.
What happened? Who did it? What happened?
Can't do it.
Hello there.
Oh. I'm sorry.
I'll be lost. I'll be needing y'all to comment. Let me know what's going on. I really don't be knowing what the fuck be going on for real.
Capaholics member Paidway T.O. announced that he is done with streaming due to the nature of the business and due to the fact that Capaholics is just not working. Now, if you had some sort of passion for this, why would you stop? Why would you stop streaming? Why would you stop creating content? I think this goes against everything that all of the big streamers and content creators have said in their whole career, what they've made an establishment on, is the fact that, hey, no matter what's going on, as long as there's a camera, I'm going to find a way to be entertaining entertaining. This reveals everything we knew about the Capaholics, saying that, hey, this is a group of friends that felt as if, hey, we can be a group collective bigger than the biggest creators out there. If you look at the stats of the big three from Capaholics, now we're talking about DDG, Dub, and Deshae, you will see that they are truly about this life. They are truly passionate about
All of them work like them three. They'll be, that shit'll be tough. I ain't gonna lie.
Content creation. But if you look at some of the other members, the Wizard Kellys, the Paid Way TOs, and others of the world, sporadic, sparse, that might not even be describing it properly. They just aren't streamers. Sporadic, they are truly about the Capaholics bigger than
Let's compare the numbers though.
This is a group of friends that felt as if, hey, we can be a group collective bigger than the biggest creators out there. If you look at the stats.
Okay. What this is? Twitch. Average 9,000 viewers. Damn. 6 million
Of the
hour stream. Damn.
big three from Capaholics.
Damn, 1,000. Damn.
Now we're talking about DDG, Dub, and Deshae. You will see that they are truly about this life. They are truly passionate about content creation. But if you look at
400 hours. Wait. Well, 400 hours ain't really bad though compared to the other shit. But you gotta go harder than that though. When you smaller, when you coming up, you gotta go harder than that though.
Some of the other members, the Wizard,
You can't let them all fucking not, and it ain't even no competition. But like, you can't. You gotta look in the mirror if the person got more money than you, and more views than you, and more shit than you, and they outworking you. There's no way a person with more money than you should be outworking you. They don't even have to work. Like, bro don't even have to work for real. He's doing it for the love of it.
Kellys, the Paid Way TOs, and others of the world, sporadic, sparse, that might not even be describing it properly. They just aren't streamers. The most likely jumpers, that might not even be describing it
100 hours ain't that bad though, but you gotta get
properly. They just aren't streamers. They most likely jumped on the bandwagon because they saw the dollar signs and the lifestyle attached to it, but they don't understand that in order to achieve this high level of success, you need a high level of commitment to keep it going. With all the resources at their disposal, we've seen Deshae and we've seen DDG have huge stream attempts, marathons, all these other things. And not only that, they've also been doing pretty big collaborations with other people in the space. Deshae Frost just did the Quiet on the Creek stream with Saucy Santana, but ultimately that showed
Man, what the fuck?
a few things. These guys were serious about their content, while these other guys just kind of sat and waited on their hands, hoping that somebody would give them some sort of breadcrumb. And then ultimately, which I don't necessarily blame them, the bigger guys in the group decided they were going to shift focus to something that was more tangible, something that was more beneficial to them, because I don't feel like pulling teeth to get these guys that don't want to create content to actually create some content.
You and that little lame ass community shit talk about we the lamest group and we're always together.
Bro, fuck them niggas.
No, I'm saying
this is I ain't even reading my chat.
No,
nigga.
I'm saying like
fuck what they say.
nobody
I'm saying if we gonna be a group, we gotta do shit like this all the time. You know what I'm saying? Niggas don't be together, bro.
I'm not
That's
saying,
all I'm
listen,
saying.
and
Why
I'm-
we can't say, hey, every day, 1 p.m. we all sparking. Boom. You only got 2 hours, you gotta go pick up up. Cool, you get off at 3. But we spark together. Why we can't do little shit like that? It ain't gotta be no crazy shit. We ain't got a plan to jump out of a plane together. We just stream together.
so look,
we can play the game. We play Among Us. Bang.
Yeah.
Nigga, that shit got 500K on my YouTube. Nigga, I'm playing the game. Nigga, we're funnier than a lot of niggas, bro.
100%.
So it's like, if we stream together, we can do something. We don't stream together.
But even if they were all creators who had passion for content creation from the jump, ultimately the foundation that they were trying to build this group
I
channel.
see what he's saying. You ain't gotta get on this bitch and go mafia-thon 24/7 all month, but just, you feel me? Let's do this shit together. I see what he's saying, bro.
Along was shaky at best from the start.
I think Core is currently going to fail. And I said this when Core first got announced. The issues with Core are you guys are all like you'll see the group. It's kind of like
I ain't trying to hear that shit, man.
you're doing all
realities not only of their group channel and why he thinks that they'll have some issues, but the realities of group channels in general. Ultimately, it's not as lucrative or beneficial as people make it out to be, specifically on the monetary side. Think about this. If you have a group of 6 people, if you make $60,000 on a video, you have to bust that down. First, any employee pays taxes and then split the rest between 6 other people, as opposed to doing your own individualized content. So that is a harsh reality of doing group content in general, but one that can ultimately be mitigated with other things coming down the line. And ultimately, it's inherent to a group content. But what is unique about Capaholics, and other groups fall for this trope, is that they have a one person running the show. This is the other portion that Ludwig was referring to. If everybody's not planning the same, doing the same type of work, and producing the same sort of output, this is going to create burnout. It's going to make somebody that's an individual jaded to the situation. And ultimately, it's going to make them pissed off and not want to continue. But the sad part about it is, if that person doesn't continue, then the group just falls apart.
You Warriors, right? Yeah. You get your ass whooped all season. You win 2 games. You gonna say we the best team in the world? No. Nigga, we ain't even make it to the playoffs, nigga.
We lost the whole shit.
Nigga, we've been
losing. You a boxer.
Bro, we had the internet. No, listen, bro. We had the internet on lock. October, November, little bit of December. Then when niggas start bullshitting. It is what it is. I ain't saying nothing crazy.
DDG's individual seriousness about the group displays a level of passion that he has for this group to work. And as a career content creator, I could see that. It makes a lot of sense to me. But ultimately, if the other people that aren't as busy as you, aren't working on other projects like you, aren't putting effort and time into the business, then ultimately that's going to make the busiest person in the group pissed off and not want to interact with them anymore. So now DDG has to ask himself, Deshae has to ask himself, Dub has to ask himself, would I want to put my time, effort, and energy into creating my own individual video that could also bang and bring me benefits, or do I want to put effort into a group channel where others aren't working and I'm not seeing the residual benefits? Like, let's be honest, gun to the back of your head, can you name 3 other members of Capaholics not named DDG, Deshae, or Dub? No, but you would think that that would mean that those guys
P Fried, Team GTA
will be working as hard to get their names bigger than ever, but the reality is that's not true.
We was ass.
Y'all was ass? Like performance-wise?
Yeah, as a group, we was just ass. You know, we got our own lives. I got a son, my brother got a son. So we got lives. Sometimes our schedules just don't align for us to do group videos and do group content. It's not as motivating as it should be, you know?
And that's why it's ending?
Yeah, a lot of the groups be younger. We on the older side.
I know.
So, when you get to this age, it's like, got a lot of responsibilities and things to deal with that might not make you overly motivated to be in a house with a bunch of people and make content all the time.
That makes sense.
While I may be able to empathize with DDG, the nature of the game, if you want something to work, is that you have to make sacrifices. I'm not saying that anybody has to miss a birthday if they don't want to, or miss a date night if they don't want to. But ultimately, knowing that you're not going to make those sacrifices needed to be done to build a brighter and better future for the group channel later down the line means that the group channel that you're trying to make will not work. And I think what really makes all of this worse is the fact that DDG, Deshae, Dub, and the Capaholics are trying to build a group channel in an era in which the blueprint has been laid out over and over and over again. Sidemen, Clover Boys, AMP, FaZe, 2Hype. There have been so many group channels that have laid out the foundation before them, and they still can't get it. Mind you, it's not like this game is so secretive either. Like, they can reach out to these people, or better yet, consume some of the videos that exist on the internet. You did talk
He right though.
About
they already in position. They don't really have to do too much for
what it takes to be a great group channel, and this is something that they could have easily learned from.
Listen, if you ever want to start a YouTube group, look at AMP for inspiration. And I tell you that because, not even trying to be biased either, but I love my dogs to death. You got a problem with my dogs, you got a problem with me as well, vice versa. These are my actual friends that has turned into brothers. But most importantly, nobody is more important to the group, and we all do shit for the group, even if we don't want to do it, because we know it is good for the group.
Ultimately, content groups should be established and made by those that are bought in. They're passionate about making content that aren't, putting the brunt of the work on one person to make all the decisions, even though this person is the biggest name in the space. It should only be for those that truly see the forest for the trees for the forest beyond the trees, the bigger picture that lies after putting in the work. You need people who have a healthy relationship with one another, and you need people who are genuinely hearing about the content. And one without another is a recipe for disaster. For the Capaholics, they started on the wrong path and they never course corrected. And now, if you look at a year later, you would say that this whole time has been wasted. Remember this DDG tweet where people were talking about
he had 20K in him.
the disparity between him being a streamer and then his collective being a streamer, and he was like, yo, take a look a year later. Yeah, buddy, we got the Twitch stats. It's not looking good. Well, the reason why I'm not saying that it is a year wasted is because there is knowledge in failure. There is knowledge in others doing bad things. So maybe not for DDG Dub and Deshae should they be looking at this, but for anybody else looking at creating some sort of group channel, I think that it's
Okay. That's gonna do it for that. I ain't gonna lie. Let me know what y'all think in the comments.